gun crime is up in Ontario and Quebec. In some places, it's up a lot. In the area around Toronto, it's up as much as 65%. And Liberal fortunes in the polls are way down. Way down. This week, the Leger polling group found that the Liberals had slipped back to 22% behind Pierre Poilievre and the Conservatives. Nobody can remember the last time the Liberals were that unpopular. So what's the logical move of the Trudeau government? It's to ban more legal firearms. That, they think, is going to convince Canadians they're serious about gun crime. Now, surely to heavens they know that the vast majority of gun crime in Canada is committed by people with illegally acquired firearms that came in from the United States. Police forces and police unions will tell you that 85 to 90% of the guns they seize at crime scenes were smuggled from the United States. So that would be, to me, the first logical place to go. Try and stem the smuggling trade for firearms. No. Liberals have always, for the 30 years they've been trying to control guns, they have always gone after law-abiding gun owners. Law-abiding gun owners for the last 30 years have contributed about 3% of the gun crime in Canada. It's been perfectly consistent. 3% in 1995, 3% in 2005, 3% now. Is that unfortunate? Yes, of course it is. But the amount of crime that's been committed by people with illegally acquired guns has skyrocketed. And we're not doing anything about that. We're going after those people who've committed 3% of the crimes. To me, going after law-abiding gun owners, taking away their guns, restricting their rights, is an awful lot like trying to reduce the number of bank robberies by outlawing people taking out money from their own account. It makes no sense. I mean, it's kind of sort of related in people's mentalities, particularly highly related among activists and progressives who don't understand guns, who have never understood guns, and don't understand crime. They don't think criminals are responsible for crime. So let's go after law-abiding gun owners. But this is purely a political move on the Liberals' part, and you can see it in all the aspects of this announcement. They announced that they were going to immediately outlaw 324 additional models of firearms, in addition to the 1,500 they had outlawed in May of 2020. Now, if these are so dangerous, how come all of the guns, perhaps 200,000, that were banned in 2020 are still in the hands of their original owners? In 5 years, the Liberals have spent over $70 million on their gun ban and confiscation program and not collected a single gun, not one. All the guns are still in the same hands as they were 5 years ago. And yet we were told 5 years ago these guns are so dangerous, so dangerous. We have to take them out of people's hands. We can't have them in Canada. They're so dangerous. But the federal Liberals have made no effort whatsoever to remove any of them from the hands of the people who had them when they banned them. And it will be the same with the 10 or 20,000 that are affected by this current ban. This will have no effect on crime because these guns are not involved in crime. This is purely a sop by the Liberals to their supporters and activists in Toronto and Montreal who are scared of the very thought of ordinary Canadians having guns. Now, I don't own a gun. I've never fired a gun. I'm not interested in guns as physical items. But I do not trust any government that will not trust my law-abiding neighbors to own guns. For Post Media, I'm Lorne Gunter.